course, we've got some who are here onshore with us. And we also have students who are offshore who unfortunately were caught up with the travel bans and travel restrictions. So they haven't been able to join us. For the students who are onshore, we have developed a raft of support activities for them, because this, it's a terrible time when, especially when we were in lockdown. I was saying to all my colleagues, I couldn't think of anything worse. As a new person coming into Adelaide, I was in lockdown in an apartment, only able to talk to colleagues that I didn't even know through Zoom. So I can imagine what it's like for students who have no family around them, locked up in, probably an apartment that's not as nice as mine, with other students possibly, learning a new environment on a Zoom. So we've put in place things like extra mentoring. They've got mentors who would call them up, speak to them in Chinese. I think that's a very important thing, to feel that, we understand we are a multicultural global university. So we are able to communicate in languages other than English, especially when it comes to being a support, when it comes to supporting the well-being of our students, to make them feel at home in some way. So we've got that. We've got English assist programs that were developed specifically to support students in a Zoom environment. I know, as someone who speaks a number of languages, how difficult it is, if it's not your mother tongue, to follow very fast-paced conversations in a Zoom environment. It's intense and it's fast, and if you're not comfortable with your language, it's very hard to jump in to participate in a group. So we've developed programs, English assist programs, specifically to support engagement in a Zoom environment as well. And I'm really proud of that, because we've had fantastic feedback from our students in terms of how supported they felt, and how it has really enabled them to feel much more comfortable in engaging with their peers. Mm-hmm. We've had, a raft of other things that were designed to provide students, both onshore and offshore, with a bricks and mortar experience virtually. Because there's nothing worse, why would you want to be with a university if you didn't actually experience that sense of being on the ground, being able to engage with social activities and, all those things that are specifically at Adelaide. How do we give that sense of place in a virtual environment? And so we've got a Global Adelaide platform that has actually provided virtual experiences, virtual versions of experiences, including, for instance, learning Indigenous languages, because we are on Kaurna land, we're on Aboriginal land. So things that are different and distinctive, to give them that sense that they are studying in an emplaced environment. So these are some of the things that we're doing for our onshore, and some aspects of the virtual, obviously, for our offshore students as well. For the onshore students, many of our students are unable to return home during the summer break over December, when traditionally they would be going back for Christmas, New Year, and then coming back in February. So we've rolled out a comprehensive summer program of activities, which has some social activities to support them, to keep them busy. We've got some training to help them with an employability focus. So, interviews, how to perform at interviews, what's the job market, what are opportunities, how can you equip yourself better to be employable. And we've also got a program around internships and job placements. So they're actually going to be spending summer having some internship opportunities, being grouped in teams, and they will then be working as teams for either industries or for various other agencies in Adelaide. So they're learning both about engaging with employers, but also about the value of teamwork as well. So just some of the things that we're keeping, we're being innovative and really looking at a holistic experience of studying at the university.
Mm-hmm.